With just one prompt, AI can generate a full story-driven video automatically. But this time, I'm not using a regular model. Instead, I'm using the latest open-source model, Gemma4 and the director. It handles the entire creative process, from story to storyboard to character design, all the way to visual control and final video generation. And all of this runs fully automatically inside ComfyUI. Today, I'll walk you through this entire Gemma4 plus ComfyUI AI director workflow. Let's see how far locally running AI video generation can really go. Hello, welcome to Smart Vision. It's been about 2 weeks since my last video. I just had twin baby boys, so things have been pretty hectic lately. But I'll keep pushing forward and continue making content. On this channel, I keep sharing the latest AI tutorials and practical tools. All workflows, materials, and resources from this video are on my Patreon and are available to download after you register. For supporters, I provide extra professional tools and deeper guides. If you like this content, consider subscribing and supporting the channel. Now let's get started. Before we start, let me quickly go over my setup. I'm using an RTX 4070 Ti with 16 GB of VRAM and 64 GB of system RAM, mainly for stable screen recording. But in practice, this workflow doesn't require that much hardware. You can run it with around 12 GB of VRAM and 32 GB of RAM. You just need to lower the output resolution in LTX 2.3. If your setup is weaker, I've also prepared low VRAM and low RAM versions of the workflow on Patreon. We need to install ComfyUI. If you have an NVIDIA GPU, search for ComfyUI on Google, open the site, and download the appropriate version. If you have an AMD GPU, download the AMD portable version of ComfyUI from the ComfyUI GitHub page. After downloading, extract it, and it will be ready to use. I'm only giving a brief demonstration here because I don't have an AMD GPU and haven't tested it myself. Also note that some ComfyUI custom nodes may not support AMD GPUs, so keep that in mind. Then install Ollama. You can simply search for Ollama on Google and install it. Now, let's talk about the core model, Gemma4. It's one of the latest open source models released by Google. Most people use it for writing, chat, or coding. But what's really powerful about it is its ability to understand structure and plan tasks. For example, it can take a simple prompt and turn it into a complete story structure. It can break that story into detailed storyboards, keep characters consistent, and control pacing and emotion. So in this workflow, I use it as the director. It does one thing: make decisions about what to create and how to create it. Everything else, like images, video, and editing, is executed by ComfyUI. You can think of it like this: Gemma4 is the brain, the director, and ComfyUI is the production team. The result is that with just one prompt, you can generate a complete video pipeline. Now, let's download Gemma4. Go to the Ollama website and choose a version that fits your GPU. For example, I'm using Gemma4E4B. Copy the command, open Windows PowerShell, paste it, and run it. It will start downloading automatically. Finally, one last step. Download my custom node, ComfyUI Smart Vision. Place it into the custom nodes folder in ComfyUI, restart ComfyUI, and load the workflow I provided. All the resources, including nodes and workflows, are available on my Patreon. This workflow can be divided into 5 parts: user input, script and storyboard generation, image generation, video generation, and memory management. Let's go through them one by one. First is the input section. You only need to provide a few things: a character reference image, a prompt, video length, number of shots, and FPS. This is the starting point of the system. Next is the core part, script and storyboard generation. The main node here is called Ollama Script Planner. It generates character settings, a full storyboard, and the overall style. You can set the language, the genre, like realistic or steampunk, and the model, which in this case is Gemma4. This is where Gemma4 acts as the director and decides how the video is structured. Then comes Shot Selector. It extracts the data for each shot, including prompts, duration, and whether characters are present. If you want to run many shots continuously, you can use Shot Auto Index so the shot number increments automatically without manually changing it each time. Next is image generation. And there is an important optimization here. Only the required branch is executed. If there is no character, it uses Flux for text to image. If there is a character, it uses Qwen Image Edit to place the character into the scene. If you know a better local image editing model, feel free to let me know. The routing is handled by Image Routing Switch, which uses lazy execution so only the needed path runs, saving compute. Next is continuity between shots. This is one of the biggest challenges in AI video. Scenes can easily break between shots. To solve this, I use getPreviousShotImage to pass the last frame into the next shot. Combined with continuity prompts, this helps maintain consistency in lighting, clothing, and overall atmosphere. If it's the first shot, it falls back to the character reference image. Next is video generation. I use LTX 2.3 because it can generate both video and audio. It works in two stages. First, a lower resolution pass, then a higher resolution refinement. It also converts seconds into frames to match the model requirements. Then comes memory management. This is very important. These models can easily fill up VRAM and cause out-of-memory errors. So I added a node called Shot Memory Flush. After each shot, it clears VRAM and cache so the workflow can continue running smoothly. Finally, create video and save video output the final MP4 file. Overall, the goal of this workflow is simple: minimal input, automatic storyboard generation, efficient compute usage, better continuity, and stable long video generation. If continuity is not ideal, you can focus on StoreShotImage and getPreviousShotImage. They provide memory between shots. It's not perfect, but it works well without training a custom model. Before rerunning the workflow, you can right-click in ComfyUI and select Clean VRAM Usage to avoid memory issues. Using this workflow is very simple. Select a character image, enter your prompt, then set the number of shots and the duration for each shot. By default, each shot is 6 seconds. Since this runs locally, it's not perfect. The error rate is higher than paid tools. But being able to generate a full story video locally is already very powerful. Let's take a look at the results. First test. A young inventor discovers a hidden door in her grandfather's workshop. Behind it is a miniature world with tiny mechanical beings. She must repair their power source before the world fades away. This test focuses on story structure, shot quality, and character consistency.
What is this? I have to fix this.
How should I put it? Overall, the story structure works, and the scenes match the description, but in the final shots, the character's visual style changes. The reason is pretty clear. The images don't clearly show the protagonist's face, so LTX 2.3 doesn't really know what the character looks like. It ends up generating the appearance based on its own assumptions. This is definitely an area that could be improved. Second test. Two rival detectives are forced to work together on a mysterious case. As they investigate, they begin to suspect each other. In the end, one of them is revealed to be the mastermind. This test focuses on multi-character handling, emotional dynamics, and dialogue tension.
You're missing the bigger picture, Kai.
The mastermind was never one of us.
This doesn't fit the profile.
Alright, the two-character situation isn't looking great. Looks like the model has a bit of face blindness and can't quite tell who's who. This probably went wrong during the image generation stage. Either Qwen Image Edit didn't fully understand the prompt, or the prompts generated by Gemma4 don't play very nicely with Qwen Image Edit. Third test. In a distant cyberpunk city, a rogue AI begins rewriting reality. A memory hunter dives into fragmented digital worlds to recover lost identities before everything collapses. This test focuses on style consistency, scene transitions, and visualizing abstract ideas.
Lost identity.
I remember.
isn't real.
I guess it's still a bit too abstract. The vibe is definitely there, but just watching the video, I'm having a hard time following the story. It's like being at a fancy Western restaurant where the waiter brings out a gorgeous, domed silver platter, only for him to lift the lid and reveal it's just the bill. Also, what was up with that last shot? The female lead's outfit was a bit much. It's making me blush. Oh my god. Fourth test. A boy finds an old camera that can capture the future. At first it shows small events, but soon it reveals something he cannot avoid. This test focuses on pacing, suspense, and short narrative quality. The pacing of the shots feels a bit unnatural. It's probably because 4 shots might be too many, which makes some of them feel redundant. So this is something to pay attention to. Choosing the right number of shots really matters. Also, the second shot looks a bit off. That's due to an error from Quen Image Edit 2511 during image generation. Overall, the pipeline works, and Gemma4 does a decent job as the director. However, the video generation side in ComfyUI still has some limitations. That's pretty much expected, since local setups can't really compete with paid tools in terms of performance, and even paid tools aren't perfect anyway. But it's not a big deal, this is just a framework. As better models and tools come out, you can simply swap out the modules and upgrade the system. That's it for this video. With 2 newborn babies, it's definitely a challenge, but I'll keep going. If you found this helpful, consider liking and subscribing. All resources are available on my Patreon. See you in the next video.